Welcome to today's event celebrating World NGO Day. UNDP is very pleased to be joining the Government of Finland, UNESCO, UNOPS, the European Commission and other partners in celebrating the tremendous work of NGOs and all the dedicated people who work for them around the world. NGOs and civil society networks are powerful forces in advancing development agendas and protecting the rights of poor and marginalised people everywhere. UNDP is committed to its strategic partnerships with NGOs and to engaging with NGOs as advocates and allies in our efforts to eradicate poverty and lift human development. We work with diverse actors in civil society, with women's and youth organisations, environmental NGOs, policy advocacy groups across all sectors at global, national and local levels to advance democratic governance, poverty eradication, conflict prevention, crisis recovery and sustainable development overall. For example, in Syria, UNDP is supporting local communities and working with local NGOs to respond to the devastating impact of the conflict on communities. In Lebanon, our local host community support program is working with NGOs to support communities struggling to cope with the high inflow of Syrians themselves displaced by the conflict in their country. Then to Madagascar. During the recent elections there last December, UNDP helped to empower some 470 civil society representatives to serve as watchdogs in the process, and partnered with NGOs to provide skills and training for women running for parliamentary office and to educate first-time voters through countrywide civic education campaigns. UNDP's presence in more than 170 countries and territories puts us in a unique position to be working with NGOs as they work to tackle some of the toughest development challenges. We rely on the expertise of NGOs and their unique relationships with their communities. And we look forward to continuing our extensive partnerships with NGOs and with broader civil society groupings. So I wish you all a very successful meeting and very fruitful discussions.